Hey, I was writing a long paragraph and it got erased. So I figured I would jump on and make a quick video about what I was talking about. The title of my little essay that got erased was "Willpower is Overrated. Here's what to do instead." Now, we are mostly on this page talking about health and habits and things you could do to make changes in your life in terms of the health decisions that you make. And when it comes to just sort of powering through and using willpower, that's not the best use of your resources. And this is based on a teaching of a doctor by the name of Dr. Robert Rondell Gibson. And basically what this teaching says is that we just need to recognize and report to ourselves what's going on. So let's go with an example. So the first example would basically be if you are addicted to, let's say, 7-layer cake. You just can't resist 7-layer chocolate cake. And every day you are on the way to work and there's this amazing Swiss pastry and you just have to stop. And after you go, you have your piece of 7-layer cake and you feel guilty. And you say, oh, I wish I had more willpower. I'm gonna try better next time. That is not the best use of your resources. What you should do instead is to recognize first that you are basically playing the victim to a habit that you have. And we all need to determine what these habits are and then realize that these feelings of anger, sometimes resentment, guilt, all these negative emotions that we have are because we are playing the role of a victim to this habit that we have. So when you are encountering this challenge and you say to yourself, just consciously say to yourself, you know what, I'm playing the victim. And the important point here is that word playing, because we're all playing different roles. But if we recognize it and we say to ourselves, I am playing the victim to this habit, that's all you have to do. You have to recognize it and report it. Now, I know this probably sounds very simple. Sometimes when I explain it to people, overly simplistic. But what happens is something that's really incredible, that when you recognize and then you report it and you say just consciously, let's say you succumb to that 7-layer chocolate cake again, and you say, and you start feeling bad, you say to yourself, I'm playing the victim to this habit. And you just keep saying it to yourself. Just recognize it. You're bringing out into the light why you are having these negative emotions in regards to this particular habit. And so that's what you need to do. I am playing the victim to this habit. And when you keep reporting it consciously, after a week or so, you stop playing the victim to that habit. And somehow, somewhere, you get the strength to stop. Now, I don't want you to actually even believe me. In fact, everything that I write, I don't want you to believe anything that I say. I want you to test it out. And if you have a compulsion or hi Patty, nice to see you. If you have a compulsion or you have a temptation food-wise, or you have the habit of, looking at social media too much, or anything that elicits afterwards or during sort of a negative emotion, you need to say to yourself, I am playing the victim to this habit. Now, we all have situations in life, and this, of course, can be generalized to so many other things, where we are playing the victim to so many different things. And it's true that, sometimes we can genuinely feel like we are being victimized by somebody else, whether it's being cut off by a car, or when then we get angry. The fact is that most of the times that we feel victimized by other people, we're not even in their minds to begin with. Who knows the reason why? But when we start playing the victim, that's when all these negative emotions arise. So you can choose to bring this out to light. And getting back to the health issue, because that's what we're focusing on here, is we often have these negative health habits that elicit these negative emotions, which then creates sort of a spiral of negativity where we feel like, we can't get anything done, and all these things happen that makes our minds sort of go down this spiral, and because we feel like we don't have the willpower to make the changes that we want to make. So I'm going to briefly summarize this little quick video by saying that what you need to do is you don't need extra willpower. You just need to realize that these negative emotions are coming about based upon a habit that you are engaging in, and that if you just bring out to light that you are playing the victim here, and that's what's eliciting these emotions, playing the victim to this habit, then just keep on reporting that. Bring it to light, be conscious of it, and realize that once you do this, once you basically are able to report that to yourself, over time, sometimes it's a week or two, you stop playing the victim. And in that stopping playing that role that we take on, which is really not healthy for us, then we're able to move on, and we're able to seemingly effortlessly avoid or eliminate that habit. So that is the quick video I wanted to make. Got to get in the car and head somewhere. So hope you're enjoying your day, and leave your comments below.